Hey guys, Tightrope here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Wolfheze. Today spawning in the south we have Materialjerry playing as US forces. Straight away going for tactical support. Team up with him is Dr. Jekyll. Also as US forces. Going for Infantry company. From the north we have VonMenteuffel playing as OKW. Going for Grand Offensive. And DJL Plague Doctor Express is Ostheer with Jaeger armor, elite troops, and Osttruppen. In terms of rankings, oh, I've got them still here. Materialjerry 110, Dr. Jekyll 25, VonMenteuffel 39, and Plague Doctor 87. Okay, a little bit of a sprinkle there from the Kubel. MG getting some nice suppression down, but Rifleman on the flank here, pressuring. You see it, this Pyro squad in the mix. Wants to hold on here. Dr. Jekyll a little bit slow chasing. Might open the door for the machine gun to reset up and suppress now. Does suppress. One squad. Might allow Plague Doctor to win that. Oh, look at this. Okay, let's go see. That's a crazy early fighting position. Cancelled it. Maybe he's trying to build it so he could rifle nade this house with the rear echelon. I don't know what the range is on those rifle nades. It's so rare to see them. But from that position, I don't think it would range. Okay, double Sternpo start from VonMenteuffel and also going for Fusiliers. If the capture circle touched too early there. Dr. Jekyll did get forced off, but also only went for 2 rifle starts, so does tend to lead to less early game pressure as a US player. Okay, Materialjerry coming around the corner here, looking to maybe make use of this heavy cover. Could pressure the fuel point. Cheeky rear echelon mine down that corner. I wonder if that will become relevant. Two riflemen now to fight off the 2 Sternpos, but it's actually okay. It's not really cutting off too much at that point, does it? Okay, popping the volley fire here. Usually is able to run out though, and didn't get any value out of that ultimately. Let's take a while to suppress. 50 cal doing some nice work there. Close call on the Kubel, nearly went down. Meanwhile, some riflemen trying to get a flank going, but MG42 well positioned here to shut this out. So Dr. Jekyll's early attacks not really amounting to much, but going to be a nice fast M20. Let's see if that can help him turn things around. Only 2 rifleman models firing, or 2 rifleman models out of range. Nice suppression there. Maybe 1 model standing out of cover from that machine gun's direction. Forces the retreat. Maybe ordinarily would jump into this building with the machine gun, but wide off, so that wide did pay dividends for VonMenteuffel. Here we go, M20 on the field. Upgrading it with these skirts. I was up back at base for Plague Doctor, so could start as tier 2 and probably should be. And look at that, M20 doing tremendous work here, forcing all sorts of retreats. Should be able to recover the map quite easily from there. Bit strange that Materialjerry didn't really push in any further. I thought he'd try and harass that fuel, but he kind of just got the VP and then backed away. unusual. Vision from VonMenteuffel, quite powerful there, so let's try to come around the corner, and that's, you know, light vehicle mine, not gonna trigger on that infantry. Big burst from the 50 cal there. These squads coming around the corner, but they're quite weak. Oh no. Well, just then the G43s pop, and here they come. 50 cal's gonna have to be careful, but the riflemen are arriving at just the right time. 50 cal pulling back. Sturmpires continue to advance. Volley fire on this squad. Riflemen have the numbers, they have the health as well. Big grenades, Sturmpires maybe can finish the job. No, they get suppressed. Other Sturmpires trying, but they can't quite get it done either. The echelon going to jump on the 50. Oh, close call now on the Sturmpires. They do get away. A little bit messy there on both sides, but look at how fast those command points accumulated. Materialjerry getting this quad very quickly thanks to that. Upgrading that currently. 222. Threatening the M20. No bazooka upgrading on the lieutenants, so doesn't have an answer to this, but it's gone for a double officer strategy.
A capture point is under attack.
Touch unusual, but sometimes it's more popular when you only go for 2 squads of riflemen like this. Oh boy, there we go. Quad coming in, looking for the 222 kill. One more big burst and he'll get it done. Oh, but there's a Rakett in there. Pops a speed boost, looking to get away. The Grenadiers coming in, looking for the Faust. Oh, will he get it? Oh, he drives around the corner behind the sight blocker. That's a dead quad for sure. It's out of control, right? I think so.
Light vehicle just got destroyed.
And they went flying. So ultimately a bit of a bad trade there for Materialjerry. Quad and the 222 pretty similar in terms of cost, but you have to spend the munitions to upgrade it as well, so comes out worse off. But does allow his teammates a lot more freedom with his M20. I say that, but Plague Doctor actually going for the rebuild on the 222. So this AT gun for Dr. Jekyll might actually be very helpful. Take a Panzerfaust here. The 222 rolling up. MG covering the center. Smoke from VonMenteuffel over here on the building, but it's a good amount of infantry over here. Materialjerry also going for a double officer strategy. Rear echelon didn't retreat them. Go down there. How more vulnerable. While using that volley fire. Grenadiers dead on the other side meanwhile, and we've got a mine from the M20. I think he's trying to bait. Oh, he's got the AT gun there. He's so close. Doesn't quite run over it. Pie's not with the sweeper, so can't detect that. Could still work very nicely for Dr. Jekyll. Rebuild on the half track. Big surprise here. Not upgrading it though, just going to use it for reinforcement and healing. Interesting. Do still have the Rakett on this side for VonMenteuffel. Quite risky repairs there. Okay, M1919s for Dr. Jekyll. Both US players opting for the LMGs.
Mortar team, ready for orders.
Okay, on the building, doing all right.
All sectors.
Keep connecting though, having to back away with the M5. Try Nice soft retreat back here. Oh, he does pop the quad upgrade. Quite risky now.
We're losing a capture
I should
point.
jump out and get some repairs going with that Raketen hanging about. Don't want to lose another one.
Ready.
Doing incendiary rounds, but pretty long gone with the M20. Getting some hits on the AT gun though, right at the edge of max range. Got the pack on the field now for Plague Doctor as well. Oh boy, where's he going with his vehicle crew? Oh, big misclick here from Dr. Jekyll. He's trying to run back now. MG pushing up with the 222. Dr. Jekyll's got a mortar down. Is he going to notice this? He's coming around the corner. The AT gun not facing the right direction. Exposed to rifle fire now as well. Maybe the 222 didn't have vision. What he did, but I guess not. AT gun meanwhile getting very low on health, even could get decrewed. And 20 coming back in because of that. AT gun sets up. Oh, manages a shot off as well. Right as it dropped down to one model. Good fortune there for Dr. Jekyll. Otherwise, this 222 would just go on a rampage. Come in here and get all sorts of damage done, but on half health, doesn't feel confident enough to make that work. Ooh, close call there on the quad. Got an AT gun out for Materialjerry. Also going for a pack howitzer. That's interesting. You know, with these double officer strategies, you don't have to go for the mechanized stage on either of them to be able to tick for the major. So he's specifically ticking that to get this pack howie. It's going to end up coming in a little bit on the later side of things as well, I would say, because of that quad rebuild. So, going to be relying on that holding up. Whereas the Axis, I feel like I've had pretty strong control to this point. Their medium tanks should be coming in at quite sharp timings. Could make it tough for Materialjerry, who hasn't got any M1919s equipped yet. Having gone for, you know, double quad upgrades, quite a lot of volley fire. Hurting on those weapon racks. Plane up in the air.
A capture point is under attack.
T-gun connecting. Kugel gets out of there. Quad also takes a shot. A little bit sloppy. He would have seen that there for a long time. Had plenty of time to get out. ISG getting some big hits. Could see the end of the 50 cal. The Raketen forced away by the infantry. The quad comes back in looking to save the day here. Raketen does get away alive. Quad coming back in. No anti-tank grenades on these and no Panzerstreaks upgrading either. And that's a full retreat for VonMenteuffel. Materialjerry saving himself from disaster there. Okay, now pushing back out Dr. Jekyll. He's got M1919s all round. And that could be quite hard for Plague Doctor, who I think he lost a squad, I think, right? Yeah, one Grenadier down. So, quite difficult to deal with this much. And Dr. Jekyll going to go straight into the Scott here. That's an interesting choice. Does even a little bit exposed in the anti-tank department. Doesn't have like the Stuart to back him up. But oh boy, getting another one of these mines down. That could be quite cheeky. There's the AT gun. Oh, it's back at base. Can't help against the 222. Look at that damage. 1919's working very well. Here comes the Panzer IV though for Plague Doctor, just about to hit the field.
Gun carrier ready.
Just the one anti-tank gun back at base for Dr. Jekyll. He's only got 2 snaring squads as well, remember, only went for the 2 riflemen. So it's harder to throw like a double AT grenade to slow it down.
Howitzer on station and ready for action.
50 cal getting flanked a bit here. Finally healing up that AT gun.
A capture point is being overrun.
Here comes the Panzer IV. Meanwhile, VonMenteuffel kind of pushing in here. Got double ISGs out. And combining with the flare sight from the Fusiliers, performing very well against Materialjerry. Scott trying to get some work done, but the packs there hits Vet as well. Rolling off to the side. Interesting, cancelled the barrage after just 1 hit. Let mine go on that side. Ooh. Oh, the pack just getting out of there. Oh boy. Big push in here. Ambo goes down for Materialjerry. Clock coming out to the side, but having trouble suppressing. Finally gets the overs. The squad does survive at least. 50 cal decrewed again, but all the suppression working well here from Materialjerry with the strafing run. This is a way eventually. He has to come back and recrew these weapons, slow down his momentum. Quite out to the side, needs some repairs as well. A little bit slow getting that going. M20 is going to be a very powerful vision tool for the Scott now. Greedy stuff there, trying to get the Faust off on the M20. Could cost him a squad. Oh, yeah, that was rough. And then the big hits. Machine gun getting decrewed. Combination of the mortar and the Scott. Very fast decrew. Plague Doctor having a bit of trouble. The initial Panzer IV maybe not having quite the impact he was hoping. And Dr. Jekyll getting closer to another tank now. I imagine it's going to be Jackson next. Tank ground bouncing. That one connecting though. Allies are quite far behind on VPs. Oh boy. Oh, here it is. I was like, where's the US mine? I thought maybe he's trying to plant the mines right next to each other, but... Oh. To back away there. Scott starting the barrage on the AT gun. Didn't take too much damage. Oh, look at that! 18.5-minute Tiger. That is very, very fast for VonMenteuffel. And look at this, Materialjerry has gone for a Calliope. That's a calamity. He's got 1 anti-tank gun. What was he thinking? You can't, like, he couldn't go for both the Pack-Howie and the Calliope. It's too much. It's too greedy. That's why I thought he's going for the Pack-Howie so that he could, you know, maybe go like Jackson first and still have strong indirect fire during that phase. Needs to be one or the other. He chose both, but so far VonMenteuffel cautious with his approach. Getting the flares going, getting the ISGs going. Not going to run in and lose his Tiger immediately. Around the far side with the Tiger, out of the arc of the AT gun. Oh, where's this AT gun going now? Setting up, low in health, AT grenade too early, no engine crits. But luckily the Tiger missing a lot of shots. Calliope trying to shoot the approaching squad, but missing most of its damage. AT gun still under pressure here, looks like it's going to go down. Oh, and the grenades. Materialjerry losing his rifleman under a lot of pressure. Reassuring gonna try to recover this. The quad trying to suppress and does so. Tiger coming back in. If he stayed in, would have been able to kill off this anti-tank gun. Might still be able to though. Oh, AT gun having trouble getting out of there. Oh, goes down. And now nothing to stop this Tiger, just smashing Materialjerry. Oh, he's got a second AT gun. Where did that come from? Fish on the field. Okay. 50 cal there available for the recruit. Pretty good start there for VonMenteuffel, but with both the Sternpires having retreated, has to go all the way back to base to repair back up before returning. Jackson for Dr. Jekyll, so I think that's a smart idea. Bug Doctor still hasn't selected his commander. There's a lot of resources floating at this stage though. Thought he might be trying something on with a maybe a Panzerwerfer next. He's got the tier 4 tech down. Might also be considering the elephant. No, it's the Werfer. And a Panzer Grenadier. Interesting. I don't think it's a very good idea. You're already up against like Vet 3, M1919 squads. How's the Panzer Grenadier going to get close enough? Maybe if you have the Panzer Grenadiers with smokes and Jaeger armor, it can make a bit more sense, but otherwise I don't think that's a very good idea. Just go for another squad of Grenadiers, have more snares available. Oh, Tiger rolling up again. ET gun connecting. No AP rounds activation, a little bit sloppy for Materialjerry. Jackson coming across now as well. We do have a kitten nearby. It's in the wrong direction at this stage though. And VonMenteuffel marching up the field. Calliope, but overshooting again. 0 damage. Fire off some smoke to get out of here. Here comes the Werfer. Ooh! Oh, that was a nasty start. Pacali and MGD crew, big damage on the rear echelon as well. Decent rifle nade out there.
Tank destroyer is ready for action.
Okay, here comes the Jackson for Materialjerry. Better late than never, but in the meantime, he's taken big losses to this Tiger. Just the pushing power of VonMenteuffel, very strong. The double ISGs nullifying those team weapons. Doing really well in terms of damage. Second Werfer for Plague Doctor. That is very risky. He's only got one anti-tank gun. The Allies could easily just send anything into their backlines and knock out those Werfers. Not very well defended at all. Couple good hits across the field. Getting missing. Jackson taking a few hits. Here comes the Calliope. This one has more promise. Tried to aim a bit short, expecting them to run into it, but Didn't happen this time. Again, Materialjerry just getting no value from his Calliope. And in return, the Werfer wipes his lieutenant. Tiger on one shot though goes down to the double Jacksons. Smoke coming in, but it's too late for VonMenteuffel. Panzer IV looking for some revenge, but misses. ISG dead out the back as well. The pack area, I think, even. Getting some work done here. Have to just completely back away. He's got no infantry. Nothing to stop these stern pios. Artillery from the major, I guess. Never recovered this 50 cal over here. Good progress through the center for Dr. Jekyll. Pretty close on the victory points between these two teams, and he's got a priest out now getting to work. One kill so far. Okay, Plague Doctor going for the artillery field officer. Goes in the coordinated barrage. So that's his game. Trying to milk those double Werfers for all they can get. T-gun on the ground here. Another 50 cal, not much to stop it. And the infantry coming in. Except for his teammates' Werfer strike. Oh boy. Oh, he retreats back into the Calliope rockets. He's so lucky he didn't die there. Oh, railway artillery. Didn't see the smoke. Making use of the crit repair there. Okay, here comes the Werfer strike. Oh, another nasty wipe. These Werfers off to a roaring start. 19 and 9 kills. Compare that to Materialjerry's 3 on the Calliope. On the field for even longer. Oh, there goes the M20. A little bit rough on the control.
Railway cannon has reloaded.
Not doing its best from out the back, but there's a lot of craters down now. Starting to have a little bit of trouble with the suppression. Hakkari in jeopardy up here as well. And the rear echelon not going to do too well against the IR STG overs, though, are they? Major dead. And could be the rear echelon too. No, he's running. Oh, they still go down. So STG overs. Yeah, big bursting. G43's taking out the AT gun. They got the Tiger hitting the field for VonMenteuffel again. 50 cal doing some nice work. The Raketen finally catches up with the quad. Knocks it out. Gonna go for the AT gun next, it looks like. Here comes the Calliope though. This could be quite nasty. Oh, a little bit of damage, but not that impressive. Good Materialjerry doesn't have much. Calliope barrage is just not getting the job done. The echelon dead, by the way, in the center for Dr. Jekyll. Starting to look a little bit grim for the Allies. Here come the Werfers. Not very good connections that time. Major recon pass coming through for Dr. Jekyll. He's got 400 munitions. He might try to cheeky time on target out the back.
Fire enough rockets.
In that range, the scatter quite bad. Mortar surviving. Second Jackson for Materialjerry. Still going to struggle to fight back the Axis infantry though. Doesn't have the quad anymore to help either. Always banging even on VPs again though. T19 holding strong. Oh, where's this Jackson going? Reversing into the action. Vetted up here. Vet 3 in no time there. There it goes. Gets away from the rifleman follow-up as well. Jackson out for repairs. Can't assist against the Panzer IV. Here comes a Calliope. This one finally comes good. Bit of smoke out though, kind of shutting down the Jackson counterfire, and Rifleman dies to the Tiger in return. Late retreat from Materialjerry. He's having a real nightmare of a match. He is dead over here. 50 cal dead in return. Got the railway artillery coming down somewhere. Over there. Coming into the centre. The priest is quite far forwards here. 50 cal completely smashed. Scott. Oh man, if that Tiger rounded the corner, that could be disastrous for Dr. Jekyll. Works out though in the end. I feel like we should probably be seeing a few more recon planes for Materialjerry. Not too many Pintles this game, so not a high chance of them being shot down. And the vision could really help these Jacksons go to work. Avoid that counterfire from the Raketin as well. Oh wow. Okay, good wipe. Is that a mortar shell kind of stacking up the damage right at the end? Panther for Plague Doctor. Well, there's room for one squad oppose. Maybe Green Deer on top of that. That's pretty much his composition. Isn't really making use of the vetted up 222. I consider just killing that off to open up some more pop cap. Recon pass from the Major for Dr. Jekyll. Just can't quite knock out that pack. Jackson coming in from the side here on the Tiger. Here come the double IR STG Obers, but the Calliope close range! One Ober dead. Second Ober stays running. Rifleman dead. The double Jacksons are waiting around the corner. Rifle strikes doing a big amount of damage. Need to knock out the priest. So many rockets. 50 cal doing its best to suppress. And does. Jerry though, again losing another squad. He gets a good kill and then he loses. Time and time again. Allies falling behind. A lot of these are just from like really late retreats on the riflemen. Gets them down to like 3 models under half health sitting right next to a Tiger. And then they just die. Oh, there goes the Major. 19 and 25 on these Wolfheze. Here comes another one. So maybe one of these was a coordinated barrage. Double Jacksons for both the US players though. So they are poised to completely overwhelm the Axis if they can get something cooking. And that's again where the recon planes can really come in handy. You can see what the enemy has exactly. You get so much value out of your Jacksons. Use them from that 60 range safely. Here we go, Jackson going in. Great hit from the priest. Stops the Jackson from taking any further damage, but gets snared. The second Jackson way out the back. Panther coming in, hoping for the kill. Jackson popping the armor-piercing rounds. The second Jackson coming in. Panther misses a crucial hit. Priest still firing, but the time on target knocks out the pack. We've got recruit and main gun crits the Panther. The Calliope knocks out the Raketten. Double Jacksons trying to do their best now. Recon plane has either died or timed out. Looks like it got shot down. I wonder if it was by the 222. That one was a big whiff. Close call on that Panther. Great use of the time on target. I guess maybe Black Doctor didn't see the smoke. It's from the pack alley there. Scott a little bit inactive. Got the planes coming in, catching the repairs. But brought the planes in from the wrong side. The longer travel time gave the Axis more time to dodge away. Ooh! Nearly took out the Wolfheze there. Priest is vetted up now, can start to use the creeping barrage. Can be quite good at sniping off those Wolfheze. If they don't move after they fire their rockets. Anything with that double whiff. Got a Panther in the mix now for VonMenteuffel though. Double Jackson's got to be careful. Does have one rifle squad here. Can fire off a snare. Double Jackson's backing away. The threat of the snare does force VonMenteuffel back. The Double Jackson's coming back in, but they come in a bit too close. Here come the Jacksons though for Dr. Jekyll. Coming in from the side. The Panzer IV also getting involved. Smoke plane out, but the Tiger dies just before the smoke conceals everything. And now Plague Doctor could be in some trouble. The Jacksons just annihilate the vested Panzer IV. Panther coming back around the corner. A lot of these Jacksons on one shot now, but power in numbers. The Panther has to back out. Again, it's the vision from the recon plane really helping the Allies in that fight as well.
We're losing a capture point.
Oh, rifleman down though.
Just got a report of an infantry unit being wiped out.
Stop the snares from Materialjerry.
Supply line just got cut off.
He's going for a Sherman next, which I think is a good choice. Needs something, some direct fashion to answer this infantry. Time to retreat there on the machine gun. Priest. Oh! And that is why you have to move your Wolfheze after they fire when you're up against a vetted priest.
Just got wiped out.
Creeping barrage. Zero scatter. So, can target those, and if they're standing right next to each other like that, lights out.
Capture point is under attack.
That's a devastating blow to the Axis. Losing the Tiger, and now the double Wolfheze. They're actually in some big trouble all of a sudden. Still have a small VP lead at this stage. But they're, you know, between the Calliope finally getting a few squad wipes, things are really starting to turn around for the Allies. Okay, there goes the MG. Scott doing some great work. The Stub trying to get in here, but just badly outnumbered again. Plague Doctor. coming in from the side, but again, the Jackson's doing very, very well. Oh boy, the Jackson goes down though. Panther coming back around the corner. I think almost entirely because Materialjerry didn't have enough munitions to snare the Panther earlier. He's going to try... Oh, he's got the ISTG overs there. He's going to try save this. Going to bundle grenade it. Oh, it didn't penetrate. I think the bundle grenade's got about 35 penetration. So... Okay. Railway artillery finishes the job. Plane allowing this Jackson to try to get some more damage onto the Panther. Plenty of resources for both the US players. They've got some options open. But yeah, I think the Stug was not the way to go. I feel like there's just a very good chance it's going to die to the double Jacksons. Not get much done. Rebuilding the Wolfheze. So way off to the side here. Looks like VonMenteuffel going for the Tiger again. Just getting close to it as well, about 30 fuel off. Got a fresh squad of IRSTG overs. I think personally I'd probably be going for the Fusiliers again though. Got the snares for the flares. You want the Fusiliers. Look how he goes down. Here comes the Calliope though. Good dodge from VonMenteuffel. Jackson's missing as well. Jackson getting rebuilt. Here come the Jacksons though of Dr. Jekyll. Looking to finish off the Panther. The vision from the recon plane allowing them to get a couple extra hits. He's blitzing out. Oh, Jackson misses a crucial shot. Main gun critted. Oh, misses or bounces. Very lucky break there for VonMenteuffel. Just getting out of there. Oh boy, he hit that mine finally with the Stug. Alright. Don't know if Dr. Jekyll's noticed this yet. Jacksons are still pretty healthy, can come over and knock this out pretty quickly. The pilots are starting up their repairs. Still doesn't have the sweepers. I mean, should just have them for the faster repair speeds at this stage. It's not like he's low on munitions. He's had to rebuild them either. Okay, major recon pass coming in for Dr. Jekyll. The Stug here with the destroyed treads. Can't go anywhere. The Jackson's looking to finish the job now. Boost into the OKW main base.
Our Panzer forces have been reduced by 1.
Not hitting too much back there though. The medic's healing up the repair piles. Okay, got the Tiger out for VonMenteuffel. He's got a bit of resources spare after that as well. Could maybe squeeze in a Raketen. Could help against Materialjerry. He's got the recon plane up again. Jackson's trying to do damage as they back away. Big damage onto the Tiger. Now switching over to the Panther. Rifleman trying to get an anti-tank grenade range. Here comes the Calliope. Big hits on the overs. Overs dodging forwards. Just hanging in there, that squad. But here comes the Sherman. He wants the follow-up. Can't get it. Double Jackson's trying to come in from the side, but they get caught by the Panther. We've got 2 Panthers now Plague Doctor. They missed the kill shot on the vetted Jackson. Priest goes down to the pack. Jackson trying to kill off. One more shot on the Panther. Gets it. Vet 3 Jackson doing some creative driving off to the side there. Oh, the OKW Panther goes down to Materialjerry. Oh, but Dr. Jekyll ends up losing both of his Jacksons. The pack from Plague Doctor saving the day there. Huge! Knocked out the Priest and the Vet 3 Jackson. 86 VPs left for the Axis though. They are in some trouble. That was certainly some good killing from Plague Doctor. Oh, he's lost his Werfer again though, hasn't he? Where did that die?
Enemy forces are securing our territory. Enemy troops have opened up.
Didn't notice that. I apologize.
Did you need something?
Yeah, I can't see it. Rick must have got smashed to pieces. I imagine it was to the Priest again with the creeping barrage, but Priest having died and lost its veterancy. Doesn't have to worry about that again for a while.
Tank destroyer is ready for orders.
Point ours. Suppressive fire.
Okay, Allies got the VPs under control again.
The enemy is attempting to
STG
steal our
Obers
sector.
coming around the corner here. Got some smoke out on the machine gun. Sherman coming around the corner. Got the Raketen hit now for VonMenteuffel. Big hit from the pack Howie though. Railway artillery out the back. I don't think Materialjerry has noticed. This could be a nasty hit.
75 points remaining.
Ooh, nearly one hits the Jackson. The Tiger not pushing him behind this though. He hasn't noticed. Here goes the pack Howie. The railway artillery spotted for by the flare from the Fusilier. Monster damage. Pack Howie destroyed. Continue the push here. He's got plenty of anti-tank firepower with the Raketen, with the Shreks. Here comes the Calliope though. Ogres dodge it quite nicely. Raketen not quite in range here. This mine go off as well? That was the There's the other mine from Dr. Jekyll, right? The other M20
Press
mine.
your attack. They're down to 50 points.
Oh, there goes the Jackson trying to repair on the front lines. And Materialjerry. Oh boy. The Shrek's getting a few good hits. But the Tiger deciding to back off there. I think there was one shot from the Tiger. Maybe he's worried about the Jackson rotation of Dr. Jekyll. Has happened a few times throughout the match, but
Is being overrun.
not going to happen this time. Good damage from the captain. Oh, Hack just getting out of there though. BP pressure though on the Axis. VonMenteuffel kind of sitting over to the side here. Needs to keep going or switch into the middle or something. Okay, finds the Calliope with the Raketen. Calliope spinning around. Just gets out of range before the second shot and starts firing. That's the second Calliope that's firing on the Raketen. Raketen gets decrewed. STG over is going to work though. Monster hits both riflemen dead. Those high vet obers are not mucking around. Recon plane up again for Materialjerry. We've got a Jagdpanzer in the mix now for VonMenteuffel. Can fire back against this Jackson long range. Tiger gonna try to deal with the machine gun.
Rear echelon squad ready for action.
Good action over here. Oh boy, the Tiger finally gets a good hit and the machine gun gets smashed.
We lost.
Double sternposts have had to retreat though. Jackson and Jagdpanzer have been trading a few hits. VonMenteuffel back on the offensive. The Jackson from Dr. Jekyll in some trouble. Calliope targeting the tank here. Oh, that tiny bit of repairs he did with the rear echelon, keeping the Jackson alive there. But might go down. No! The Jackson from this side knocks out the Jagdpanzer just before it fired the kill shot on this Jackson of Materialjerry. Now I've got the Panther in here, but it's snared. Oh, Lieutenant dead. The Priest! Close ranger on the Panther. Getting some big damage done. Allows the Panther to go down that much faster. Carnage. Got a fresh Panther rolling off a Plague Doctor. Knocks out the Priest, getting some revenge there.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Oh boy.
Prepare to execute.
Okay, he's getting away with it. Oh, he's going to steal away the 50. Decent idea. 18 VPs left for the Axis though. Another pack coming out for Plague Doctor. VonMenteuffel has a bit of resource to spare himself. The abandoned Jagdpanzer did get destroyed at some stage. Just about has enough for another tank. Might be saving for that. Rebuild on the rifleman for Dr. Jekyll. Meanwhile, Materialjerry looking for a target. These double Calliopes ready to rumble. Let's just start getting some wipes again. Oh, quick shoot down. Is that from the OKW flak base? Wow, really good fortune there. I think it might have been the first flak shot from it, getting that shoot down. Jackson's waiting right here. Tiger might have just come into the wrong neighborhood, but the Panther and the pack's there. Dr. Jekyll coming quite far into the center. Could lose one Jackson here. A lot of smoke in the center though. Might have just saved the Jackson. No, it goes down. Calliope doesn't look like it wiped anything. Might have got a few hits on the stern piles though. They're retreating extremely low. Lifeman coming in from the side, threatening the pack. Pack's still there, so is the Tiger. Oh boy, Jackson in some trouble. Gets out of range. Railway artillery again. Clearing the allies off the center. Another Calliope onto the team weapons out the back. Getting some great hits. And decrews and kills the 50. Ooh, that was a dangerous maneuver for Materialjerry. I don't think the allies can close the show quite yet. Could be still with a strong infantry presence in the middle, but he retreats even the high health Fusilier. Unnecessary. That could open the door for a cap right now. Only the one Grenadier defending. VonMenteuffel gone for another Jagdpanzer. Reasonable. Got double AT guns now for Materialjerry though. A lot of anti-tank. He's just going straight for rear echelon. Cheap option.
Rear echelon troops on the front line.
Uh-oh. Again, Dr. Jekyll driving a little bit too far forwards in the center with one of his vehicles. Smoke might save the day here though. 22 dead. No dodge with the pack, no attack rounds through the smoke. I think Plague Doctor getting a little bit overwhelmed. Double AT guns working well on the Jagdpanzer. And the Grenadiers die as well. Drop the LMG too. Going through the center. That's the artillery from the Major coming down. He's jamming it. Jamming the capture both directions. Squad eventually has to retreat, and now with the STG Obers beyond the smoke. Oh, break Calliope. Close call. Fusiliers do survive, but the riflemen do not. Black Panther from the side getting the big hits on the Sherman. Tiger mobilizing, but it's not going to be fast enough to finish off that high vet Sherman. Oh boy, gets caught in mid repairs. Panther coming in. Scott decrewed over here in some trouble potentially. AT gun goes down very quickly. Materialjerry, I don't think I've seen him activate the AP rounds on his AT gun so far. Potentially missing out on a lot of damage. Oh, main gun crit. That's trouble. Panther getting out of there. Panther maybe too low. Didn't want to dive in for the kill. This is still very close. You can see the army size is quite similar, though Dr. Jekyll has a few tanks decrewed at this stage. Just 18 points, though. Doesn't take much to lose here for the Axis, but feels like they're running quite strongly right now. Another Panther about to pop out for Plague Doctor. Screwed the Scott again. Here comes the Calliope. Just guessing on this. Way out the back. She does pretty well. Shuts down the repairs on the Tiger. But here comes the infantry through the center. The Fusiliers double overs. Tough to stop. The Panther advancing as well. Jackson's still over here decrewed.
We just lost a unit.
Squad down. Panther missing another Calliope, but this one not hitting too much. Might catch the pack though that was just rolling through the area. Oh, there it goes. Decrewed. Sherman doing well, stopping the overs. Jackson missing. Here comes the second Panther now, though. But the second Jackson's here, and a fresh AT gun for Dr. Jekyll. Going for the capture. Got the neutralize here, Materialjerry, but it looks like he lost his AT gun in the process. Pack destroyed instead of stolen. That's interesting. Allies are really low on infantry to cap with, though. So even though they've got a good number of tanks, they just don't have the field presence to get the VP captures done. Too many squad losses to those overs, I would say. Will they go for some really aggressive stuff? Try and get these Jacksons going. I think they're going to have 4 Jacksons now, is it? If we have 4 Jacksons, once these 2 just complete. So, if they fight, which they seem to be doing at the moment, like a 2-on-1 against the double Panthers, while the OKW troops are on the far side, could get some very nice results. Go, starting things up. Panther's armor doing well though. Here comes the Tiger from the side. The Panther also coming in from the side. Sherman's got to be careful here. Lifeman dead again for Materialjerry. He's vet 5 overs. So scary. Oh, Allies are having trouble controlling their tanks at this stage. The Panthers pushing in. 1 Sherman down. Calliope's going to work here, but not hitting too much at all. Scott goes down next.
The gun carrier just got knocked out.
Pulling in some smoke, but the Panther dies, trying to go for the Jackson kill. AT gun decrewed.
Crouch just took out an entire gun crew.
Still plenty of Jacksons left for the Allies, but they lost a lot as well. Oh boy, the 50 cal got decrewed over here and now stolen. Oh boy, Allies are just so low on infantry. Got almost nothing to cap with whatsoever. Really needed those Calliopes to actually hit something in those last 2 barrages.
Rear echelon squad ready for action.
You might try to drop some artillery on that machine gun. And that's it. The Allies are going to throw in the towel. Oh boy. well, yeah, some back and forth action. There was some real carnage in this match. But I think eventually it's just the accumulation from these IR STG overs just wiped squad after squad. I think Materialjerry's preservation really letting the team down late in the match. And just continuous traffic jams causing all sorts of control issues for the allies. There was opportunities though, with the recon planes. They could have gone hunting, done a lot of damage if they teamed up. But it can be hard to do in these random team games. Can't really blame them too much. And in the end, they still had the opportunity to win this game, but I guess too demoralized to continue fighting. Well, anyway, guys, we're up on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.